Did you know that Blue Summit provides badging equipment to companies that need it? We actually have an order that has to go out today, and so I'm going to do the quality check. Why don't you come along with me? So as part of the quality check, what we're going to do is we're going to set out all the equipment that was allocated to us on the asset sheet. The asset sheet is created when all the equipment is pulled from our inventory and it's assigned to the company. So I've got my asset sheet. I'm going to verify everything, and we're going to go through and make sure that it all works. Then we're going to get it into the box and get it off to the customer. Okay, so I've got the supplies here, mainly the printer, the computer, mouse, and the USB camera. We want to make sure that everything works. All of this stuff is tested and verified before it's put into our inventory, but you never know what happens, right? So let's go ahead and do a quick verification. We're going to make sure that the computer turns on. We're going to connect to BSTApps, and we'll print. We're going to print a badge. So while the computer's coming up, we're going to go ahead and put a brand new ribbon in. It's always good to have a brand new ribbon. Gotta roll it just a little bit because got that nice little tag there that tends to get in the way. So I'm just gonna roll it nice and tight, and then we'll put it in to follow the directions. We're gonna put a single card in just to make sure that it works. Put that in there. And then we're going to log in and print a badge. I'm going to update the picture just so that I can make sure that the webcam works, and we'll print it. That takes just a second to print. All right, so now we're just making sure that the card has all of the pieces on it, that there are no scratches in it. Let's go ahead and scan the badge. All right, I've got one of our devices, and what we can do now is we're going to test it to make sure that it can scan. It works. So that means that scanner is ready. We'll go ahead and test the other two. That one comes back as well. And here we go. And that one comes back also. So we know we're good. With that, we know that the computer works. We know the printer works because we printed a badge. We know that the camera works, and we know that the mouse works. Our next step is to go down the inventory list and get it into the box. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, we're ready to put everything in the box. And to make sure that we pack everything that we need to, we're going to follow our handy checklist here. So the first thing that I put in was the printer. We wrap it in bubble wrap, and I never can use enough bubble wrap because these poor things are a bit sensitive. So we're going to mark off that we put the printer in. We're going to mark off next that we put the laptop in. Again, we bubble wrap it so that we know that it's going to be secure in transit. And then one secret that we do is we put all of the cables together. So we're going to take the printer cable, the mouse, the USB camera, the laptop power supply, and the printer power cable. We're going to put them all together, and again, bubble wrap them so that we know that they're going to make it safe. All right. Get that in there nice and snug so they don't move around. We have all of the cables that are needed. We've got the laptop, we've got the printer. Those are the most important pieces. The rest are supplies and materials. So go ahead and get the supplies and materials in really quick. Our last piece is to get the scanners in. We'll go ahead and take care of those. Well, at least we know that we need to use the checklist, right? So I need 3 USB-C cables and a 3-port charger. Again, I wrap everything in bubble wrap. So we're going to wrap these up real quick to make sure that they make it safe. Can never use too much bubble wrap. Put that baby in there. And then we'll get our cards back in really quick. Then we're going to get our scanners in. So we'll We wrap all the scanners together so that we know that they made it in. And we have a special way of wrapping them in bubble wrap to ensure that the screens are well protected. And again, no reason not to use a whole bunch of bubble wrap, right? All right, we got all the supplies in, but it's never fun to get a package without having some special treats in. So we're gonna throw some treats in, air fresheners, things like that. We're gonna go through our checklist one last time and make sure that everything's here. So again, we've got our case, we've got our 3 handheld devices right here. We've got our USB-C charging cables. We have the printer. We have all of the cables. We have the laptop at the bottom, USB mouse, USB camera, slot punch, ribbon, and box of cards. So we're ready to close this up and sign off on the box and get it shipped out. I hope you enjoyed watching me do all the work. If you want one of these packages from Blue Summit, just reach out to us at www.bluesummittech.com. We're happy to get you started.